Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. As promised, a Cowboys 7-round mock draft with trades. Cooked up some moves using the PFF sim. Everything checked out on that end, so don't say it's not unrestricted. I have the hands that or the tools I have, I used them properly. Now, if you want to do on a live show before the NFL draft, our famous fan-led mock draft, then share this video so I can convince my bosses to allocate the time to make it happen. Fan-led mock draft, you guys make the pick. We'll have some fun games along with it there. So share the video if you want a fan-led mock draft. As we get to round one, some players off the board, the previous 5 picks. Deonte Banks goes to the Giants. Dalton Kincaid goes to Utah. Jordan Addison out of Utah from Kincaid goes to Jacksonville. Jordan Addison, Michael Mayer, Nolan Smith, all off the board. So really 5 guys you could have potentially taken there in round one are gone. The tight ends are pretty heavily picked over. Here's who's on the board. Emmanuel Forbes, Will McDonald, Steve Avila, Mozzie Smith, and Kalijah Cansey. This is, as far as I'm concerned, a perfect trade down opportunity. And for whatever reason, the Cowboys and Eagles have a good trade relationship. Philadelphia, frankly, overpays to jump up 4 spots. We get their 3rd round pick, number 96th overall. Dallas trades down 4 spots, acquires an extra 3rd, and the Eagles then take Kalijah Cansey, number 26. Zay Flowers goes number 27. Anton Harrison and Osiris Torrance goes off the board. Now, I am higher on Osiris Torrance than I think most people are, including those at the Star. So this also reflects the dangers of moving down, though. I'm getting cute. I am moving down 4 spots. If I had wanted Torrance, I'd have been in shambles because I would have moved down 4 spots and lost the guy I wanted. Now, we're going to get to the pick I made at number 30. But first, take your best guess and tell me who you think the Cowboys take in the first round. Not who you want. Who do you think ends up being the pick in the first round of this year's NFL draft for the Dallas Cowboys? Sound off at the pinned comment of today's video. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let us know. I'll go with the guard I think Dallas is higher on, and that's Steve Avila. Now, I'm not that far behind Osiris Torrance for him, so it's fine there. And if you want to fill your biggest need and you want to do the safe thing, it's pick the offensive lineman. Cowboys in round one don't normally get this pick wrong. They're pretty darn good when it comes to taking offensive linemen. Athletic comparison for me is Quinton Spain, who had a nice career early on. I think he's a little bit better mover with his feet there. Should start right away. He's got that kind of guard build where he's kind of thick and wide, has a good base. Has played some center, by the way, as well, which is a advantage over Osiris Torrance. Torrance is a right guard. Got to make a change to play left side. Avila's played center and left guard. Does have tiny hands. A fairly average athlete. I think the footwork has room to grow, but he is working with Duke Manyweather. So in terms of the fallback options in round one, trading down, getting Steve Avila, I'd be on board with that one. Round 2, I'm moving back up. The Steelers, I send them number 58 overall and a 4th round pick, number 129, in exchange for the 49th overall pick. So I take some of the assets I got for moving down, and I move back up, and I get Darnell Washington, the tight end out of Georgia, who I am a very big fan of. I've been on him since, phrasing I guess, but been on his games since October, earlier on this year. This is a truly rare and massive human being. This is not someone who's like, he's 6'4", and he can move a little bit. Nah, Darnell Washington, folks, is 6'7", 264 with 34 and almost a half-inch arms. We talk about some tight ends being like, he's just a big receiver. Darnell Washington is a skinny tackle. Like that is the size and the frame that he carries. And you can look at the photos of him, right? He does not look 264. And then he played in the 270s, by the way. And he carries the weight incredibly well. Fantastic athletic testing. My player comp is Andre the Giant, Bam Adebayo. He's built like him a little bit, the power forward. And what Rico Gathers was supposed to be. Like, that type of athlete size player we're talking about here. He's a fantastic blocker. He's 264, and he looks 250. Unbelievable size there. Heck, if the board falls the wrong way, I could take him in round 1, and I wouldn't be mad at it. But with the way I think the draft might fall, getting into the 50s, 2 picks in the 50s, I think will lead to better results than standing pat at 58, but crazy stuff happens. So do you like to trade down and then trade up move? Y for yes, N for no in the comment section. Go ahead and sound off for me right now. Round 3, pick number 90. We've got Dorian Williams, the linebacker out of Tulane. If we're not sold on Damone Clark, Jabril Cox, adding a linebacker does make some sense. A little bit undersized, 6'1", 228, but he's really good in coverage. Plenty of plays on the football, 9 TFLs, 5 sacks, a couple interceptions as well. I have a 3rd-round grade on him. How about this? You're playing best team's going to play all year, USC in the Cotton Bowl. About 17 tackles. Really great special teams value as well. So I don't love the 3rd-round options, but I do like Dorian Williams there for the Cowboys. Today's show is sponsored by Fume. Are you tired of struggling with bad habits? You know, cold turkey might be great for sandwiches, but there's a better way to break free from the pesky bad habits, and it doesn't involve any weird mind voodoo or bizarre tactics. Our sponsor, Fume, is the perfect solution here. It's an innovative, award-nominated device that helps you kick the bad habits to the curb by focusing on the good parts. Fume is all about embracing the natural. It's not electronic, and instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Best of all, it's free of harmful chemicals and packed with delicious, all-natural flavors. The adjustable airflow dial and movable parts and magnets make it perfect for fidgeting, which can help alleviate stress and anxiety while you break your habit. I wasn't sure what to expect at first, but I was pleasantly surprised by the taste, feel, and look of Fume. Breaking a bad habit can be tough, but with Fume, it's easy, enjoyable, and even fun. With over 100,000 customers and countless success stories, there's no reason you can't be next. Start your journey towards a healthier lifestyle with a journey pack from Fume. Visit tryfume.com/chatsports and use code chatsports for 10% off when you get the journey pack today. That's tryfum.com/chatsports and use code chatsports for 10% off your order. Link is in the comment section and in the description of today's show. Back to the mock draft. I have an extra 3rd-round pick now because I was wheeling and dealing. No 4th round, but I moved up, so it's fine. Jakorian Bennett. Now, he's not the tallest guy. He's only just under 5'11", but nearly 32-inch arms, so we'll check off that box for Dan Quinn. Sam Shields athletic comparison, so Mike McCarthy might be on board with that one there. The other quote-unquote Maryland corner, tested great, had a very productive year as well. Their starting corner upside, and remember, Stephon Gilmore is a 1-year rental. He's not going to be here for long term. And your other corners, Kelvin Joseph, Sean Wright, he's not that great. I think Bennett could use a year of development. What better guy to learn behind than Stephon Gilmore? And he offers some inside-outside flex with the size, but mostly an outside corner. He and Deron Bland can be long-term young pieces for you along with Trevon Diggs. So Bennett at just inside the top 100, big fan of that pick. If you want even more Cowboys draft videos, come to the right spot. Hit that sub button for free. Cowboys videos every single day right here on the Cowboys Report. No 4th since I traded it. 5th round, number 169. How about a fatty? How about Jerrod Clark out of Coastal Carolina? It's okay to say fatty in this case because it's not pejorative. It's a good thing. You want to have the big guy up front. Hankins is on a 1-year deal. Neville Gallimore, Quinton Bohanna have been fairly, I'll use the phrase, whelming so far in their careers. 10 TFLs, 3.5 sacks. I don't think he's going to bring a real pass rush like 3.5 at Coastal Carolina, much different level of competition. But adding another interior run stopper, I think should be a priority. Plus, we're in round 5. You're not going to find an impact 3 technique, most likely. Now, I was surprised that Eric Gray fell to me in round 6, but the backs have kind of slid down, so I waited, and I got a guy that can instantly be an RB2 for me, though he's not a great pass protector. Eric Gray had, at long last, the breakout year that I thought he was going to have last year for Oklahoma. He had it this year. 6.4 yards per carry, well over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. 3rd down production as a pass catcher is there. I think the burst is there. The fluidity is there. I think he's a good, not a great athlete there. Hasn't produced the most explosive run after catch numbers, but I have a 3rd or 4th round grade on him. So to get him in the 6th round is unreal value. There's your RB2 behind Tony Pollard. You can even keep a Ronald Jones from that on this roster in the end. Now, I think Greg could fall in the day 3 sleeper category, even though I like him a lot. Who do you have your eyes on outside of the first couple rounds as a potential Cowboys draft target? Drop that player name for me in the comment section right now. Wrapping things up, round 7, Clayton Tune, the quarterback out of Houston. He's a backup quarterback, and that he does fit the Cowboys mold. Good production, by the way, at Houston. 4,000-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The physical traits, the arm strength, some of the mobility, some of the upside, I don't think appears that high level. I don't think he's going to be a premier caliber player, but you're taking a quarterback in round 7. You're hoping for a backup at that point. So this is the Cowboys mock draft with trades. Steve Avila, guard from TCU. Darnell Washington, tight end from Georgia. I love that haul in the top 50. Dorian Williams, linebacker from Tulane. Jakorian Bennett, corner from Maryland. Jerrod Clark, DT from Coastal Carolina. Oklahoma back Eric Gray. And Houston quarterback Clayton Tune. So grade the mock draft with trades. A, B, C, D, or F in the comments section. Go ahead and sound off. If it's negative, that's fine. I would be very happy with that haul. You got two really good long-term players. Avila Washington to begin. But I want to hear your thoughts. A, B, C, D, or F.